Welcome to Growing Tall Poppies, Thrive After Trauma. I'm your host, Dr. Nat Green, and I am so excited to have you join me as we discuss what it means to navigate your way through trauma or significant challenges and not just survive, but to thrive after it. This is a space for people who've been through trauma or adversity, have done some healing, and know they're meant for more than just coping. This podcast is about post-traumatic growth, not getting back to who you used to be. Rather, understanding who you are now and learning how to stand tall without shrinking, forcing, or abandoning yourself. Here, we explore identity after adversity, integrity and visibility wounds, nervous system wisdom, and what it really takes to move forward in a way that feels aligned, embodied, and true. You will hear a blend of deep solo conversations and powerful guest interviews with people who have lived this work, not just studied it. Because growth doesn't come from pushing harder, it comes from understanding how you adapted, honouring your nervous system, and gently updating the old agreements that no longer fit the life you're ready to live. If you're ready to stop hiding, stop performing, and start owning who you are becoming, then you are in the right place. Let's grow tall together. I am super excited today to bring you our next guest on the Growing Tall Poppies podcast. It's my absolute pleasure to welcome our beautiful guest today, who is someone who brings a grounded, compassionate voice to healing and rebuilding self-trust. Mary Armendarez is an author, speaker, and emotional healing guide who helps women regulate their nervous systems, rebuild self-trust, and return to who they were before survival became an identity. And I am so excited to talk to her today because, as you know, this is the work that I love doing. So welcome, Mary. It's so great to have you here.
Thank you so much. I am so thrilled to be here and be able to talk to you today. I think we're going to have a beautiful conversation. So
we certainly are. It started off well, and I must say that I was about to introduce Mary on take one, and I was worried about pronouncing her surname, and I fumbled over her first name. So yes, if you find it a bit odd that we're laughing, that's why we're still chuckling. Anyway, that will just add a bit of lightness to the episode. So
Absolutely. Laughter is the key to everything, I believe. We don't have laughter. We don't have anything. That's what we need to get back to, right?
Absolutely. I think, we go through so much just in the course of living life that we become so serious, and there's so much going on in the world, and we lose sight of that.
We really do. Like they say, like when you're sick, instead of dwelling on the illness, to turn on a funny movie. And it's true, because it changes the vibration. Instead of keeping in that fear state, now you're in a joyous state. So guess what? That disease does not like joy. It does not, right? So let's do it with some laughter and being silly. That's one of my favorite things to do, is be silly,
Definitely. And that takes us back to our childhood, when we didn't worry so much about those things and we could just be ourselves. But as we know, that tends to change along the way, doesn't it?
Well, it sure does. I think too, it changes because we're told, stop doing that. Don't do that. You're being disrespectful or whatever. But you know what? We're just being curious.
Exactly.
And exploring it. And I think we really need to get back to being curious. Being curious is the key to exploring and creating new ideas and not staying in our day-to-day survival, right? We got to make sure we pay the bills. So we don't have time for fun. And we need to start getting back to having fun and being joyous and giggling with a girlfriend, over
Exactly.
silly things. I mean, that, when you get off the phone after you've been with your girlfriend, you're just like, oh my God, that was so funny. And then you giggle by yourself because you're like, wow,
Exactly.
that was really funny.
Yes, I know that well, but it's so funny that we just lose touch with ourselves, don't we, along the way for some reason. So I know that this is your area of expertise, and I'd love for you to tell us a bit more about who you are, who Mary is, and what you do in the world.
Yeah. So, wow, that's a great question. Mary today I'm proud to say who I am today because I've shifted through the people pleasing, their survival, the always being last, right? Not taking time enough for myself to do anything for myself. And the biggest thing that I learned is I never asked myself, what do I want? What do I want? We're always asking everybody else around us, what do you want? What do you want for dinner? Where do you want to go? Right? But we don't take that time to go, whoa, you know what? I matter. I matter. And this is what do I want in life? So for me, I was in this survival I'm 55. So I think I could be honest in saying it's the first time I feel calm and present within myself. So I was this spiritual teacher and, helping people heal with the help of the angels. And I did tangible kits. I did all these things. But then the rug got pulled from underneath me. And my husband had a stroke 2 years ago. So I was on the top of my game, helping others. And then my husband had a stroke. And I went, whoa. Here comes the anger. Here comes the regrets. Here comes the pain that you want to keep down. Here comes being back in survival mode I've been in. Right?
Yeah,
so I stopped doing everything. I stopped podcasts. I had my own podcast. I was, doing a lot. What I noticed, Nat, is that I was being asked to evolve another level. Because that's why we're here on Schoolroom Earth, to keep evolving. Now, who's evolving exactly? It's our higher self. It's the part of us that stays in heaven. That big, beautiful soul that's in heaven, that's undiluted love. It's pure love. But this soul, because we're in a huge, huge, massive universe, like tons of them. So can you imagine how powerful this soul is? So like October is when I started getting the nudge. The nudge. It's time to look at yourself again. It's time to look at yourself. So I started waking up with this pit of sorrow that would come out of me some mornings, right? And then I'd get told how to heal this sorrow through my guides and angels. And I started doing that. And then the anger came up. It was like, really? Another layer of anger. Here it comes.
Yep.
Right?
There's always more, isn't there?
There's always more down there, baby. It's time to get it out. Squeeze it out. Yep. And so all these things started coming at me. And I went, whoa, this really helped me. This made me look at myself again and go, oh my goodness, you went back. You went back to your patterns. You went back to survival mode. Yes. You went back to being a caregiver and forgot who you were. So all this information I took and I put it into my book, The Return to Your Soul. So it's like a self-help book, but it's the tools that helped me. So I put them in this book and I have my story in each section. What happened to me, what I was going through, what helped. And the coolest thing about the book is, before my husband had a stroke, when I was doing all my stuff, my tangible kits, healing, I had beautiful candles and they had a meditation. I had the affirmation, and then you could spin it and you could do the QR code on it and the meditation would pop up.
I love that.
This book now has in each chapter the meditation that helped me get through what I had to get through.
That's beautiful.
it's been crazy, Natalie.
Yeah.
You don't never know what's going to come and hit you, but we have to stop. We have to recognize it and go, you know what? I'm leveling up instead of being the victim. I'm leveling up. What can I learn from this experience? So now I get to sit next to you, Doc. So what do you think?
I'm very grateful for that. And, there was a lot to unpack in that. Like, you were, like you said, at the top of your game. Things were going really, really well. So you were on. And imagine a day in the life of Mary back then, a few years ago. Tell me about that, about what you would do in a day and who you thought of yourself as.
And when I was on the top of my game?
Yeah.
So that's a really great question because I was really in my ego brain. I was, and this is being honest.
Yeah.
So I would wake up, always go for a walk or a run, and then I would come back and meditate and call in the angels. And I usually had a client or two that I'd help heal. And I would start doing with my clients. Then I started going on podcasts and then I started speaking and I noticed my ego was getting in the way.
Okay. Interesting.
My ego was getting in the way. And so I think that my ego was getting out of control. This is being absolute honest. And so when Charlie, my husband, had a stroke, what are you going to do now, kid? What are you going to do now? Right? Are you going to go back into that divine feminine? Are you going to go back and be clear so the messages can come clear? Are you going to clean up why you're having an ego? You're going to clean it up, right?
Interesting. Yeah.
Are you going to clean up what you're feeling? So, as within, so without.
Oh, I love that. That's one of my favorite sayings.
Me too.
Of course you have that.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, am I going to go in ego mode and control everything and judge and this and that? Well, in your mind, you think, I already went through that.
Yeah,
it's not me. But when you look at yourself and you're going, whoa,
yeah,
I'm judging. What does that mean? That's a mirror. Why are you judging somebody else? Because you are judging yourself.
Yeah, you're deflecting from what's really going on in here and in here. And it's easier to go out. But as you said, as within, so without.
So without. And so if I have anxiety inside, because we're so powerful beings, remember how powerful we have this soul, and there's a drop of us that's creating Mary to move, creating you. And it's like, okay, so I love this. So we have a choice we can make. Am I going to stay in my ego brain? Am I going to be controlling, judging, wanting, right? Or am I going to go into the loving side, the nurturing, self-nurturing, safety and security? Hey, if we don't have that safety and security, nothing works. What am I going to do? So what you do is you get to, because we have free will here, you get to choose. So here's your choice. Now, which one are you going to do? You're going to choose. So for me, it was time to choose Mary. It was time for Mary to look at herself and going, what have you been doing, kiddo? We thought that we cleared all these healing things. But what I've learned now, as one comes up and you are brave enough to recognize it, there's always another layer, sister.
Yeah.
Always another layer.
Always.
So when we get that big A word, awareness, and seeing that that's coming back up, I have a choice and I choose to clear it and acknowledge it. And the beautiful thing is, if it's tragic, trauma, if it's any of those things, and it's really hard to look at that, the simplest thing and the easiest thing to do, I forgive. Even if it's unforgivable, I forgive. And I forgive myself and I forgive that situation. And you don't have to say you have to forgive that person because we're just working on us. That is the most powerful thing you can do. Now, the cool thing is what I teach. We ramp it up, sister. There's that purple. There's that purple. We put the situation, the place, whatever that monkey mind is thinking about.
Yep.
That stomach starts hurting, the trauma. You're like, oh my God, it's coming up. It's coming up. That is your subconscious and your soul saying, it's time to recognize me. It's time to look at me, because it knows exactly when to present itself. Now I can ignore it, or I can be brave enough. And that's where I think the human consciousness is finally going into. Humanity's finally getting presented with these things, and it's happening faster and faster. But going back to the purple, whatever that situation is, to ramp it up, you put the person, place, and you in purple. Purple is the color of transformation and forgiveness. You doing that, and I'm telling you, right then and there, your light and sound are starting to come back. Because what are you doing? You're self-respecting yourself. You're calling back your energy, and you're calling it back through the transformation of the purple. See, our job here on planet Earth, we're in duality, fear and love. Exactly. Which one are you going to choose? Where are you going to be? I know this is a much better place in love. This gives us nervous system, right?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're here in fear, where's the fear actually coming from? From the brain. We're making it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's crazy. I'm talking a mile a minute. Sorry.
Oh, it's fascinating. And I love this, because this is so much of the work that I do and where I live all the time as well. There's so many layers, and I'd love your opinion on this. I heard you saying some things, and I went, yes, that's why we like each other. That's why we connected. I think so many things, out there on the internet and social media, and they're selling that you heal from all the shit that you've been through in your life. Do you really ever think you're healed?
No, I don't think you're healed at all. I don't think any of us can call it healed. The basic thing here on planet Earth is so we're made out of light and sound, right?
Correct.
What is the light? The light is the mind. The light is the male aspect of us, right? The masculine.
Yeah.
The sound is the feminine, right? And we have to have...
Surprise.
Yeah.
We like to talk. Yes, that's a sound.
Yes, we do. We like to laugh too. Dance and play. Isn't it the truth?
Exactly.
So if these two things were made out of, the angels are made out of it. Everything is made out of light and sound, mental and emotional. Gosh darn it. Where was I going? See what happens?
But that's it. There's so many tangents you can go on. It's just about being healed. And I know you referred to there's so many layers. You think you've healed, and then another layer comes up.
But you haven't. So when you are wanting or controlling, and you're in the ego brain, right? You're in the future or you're in the past, and you're thinking, right now, you and I are right here, and this is where I'm focused at. I am not thinking what I'm going to have for dinner. I'm not thinking. We're here. Yeah. So there's nothing wrong, but we think like that. So this is the deal. When you can't sleep in those nights and you're thinking about what's going to happen. Oh, my friend's going to hate me because I don't want to go, but now I feel guilty. All of that is energy.
Yes.
And energy doesn't die. Ever, ever, ever. So everybody remember this. Energy does not die. So when you get angry, when you get happy, everything's energy. It depends how it goes out, right? So our job being in humanity, having a human body here on Earth, is to gather all our light and sound that we have leaked. And the other day, the angels gave me an awesome exercise, how to do it. I'm going to use it in one of my next talks.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, it's super cool. so cool. And the important thing that people need to know, it's your intention. Even if you can't see the colors, even if you can't, it's the intention, right? What intention? Like when you wake up in the morning, what's my intention today? Am I going to have a shitty day or if I'm going to have a good day?
Am I going to choice?
Yeah. And am I going to open myself up? This is what I love to say. Thank you for the unexpected miracles coming to me today.
I love it.
Right?
Excellent. Yeah, definitely.
So the energy's here and here. And the beautiful thing is we can call it all back. I can call my energy from the past. I can call my energy that I wandered into the future. How about the energy of if this happens, if that happens, you know, the what ifs. The what ifs.
Yeah,
right?
We know the what ifs well.
Yeah, we all do, right? What if this happens? What if that happens? That's all leaking our energy. We got to call it back because we want to go back to heaven with that more knowledge. We want to go back to our oversoul with more knowledge. So there's great things that we can do that fill you up, make you happy because we want to be happy. It's our birthright to be happy.
So I'd love, if you don't mind, to share some of those things. So what, you know, if the people listening to this are in that place of, you know, it might be some hopelessness or some despair or really living in that place of fear rather than love and they're having trouble tapping into that. What could be something they could do?
I've got it.
I don't
have my sleeves on, but let me pull it out of my sleeves here.
Yeah,
here we go.
Just pull into that bag and bring something out.
This is like, this is why I do what I do because the things how I teach is not like anybody else. I don't make it big and complicated. I keep everything very simple so you can do it.
Why does that not surprise me? I love it.
Yep. So the greatest way to get that fear, that monkey mind that happens, the first thing you need to do is learn how to get grounded. I know everybody talks about grounded, but honest to God, it really works. And if you get in the practice. So the other day, I was on a podcast for mothers. Okay. It was a motherhood and they wanted me to tell them something that they don't have time for. So they don't want anything that they have to make time for themselves because we're moms and we just don't have time. And I went, okay, you ready for this? Yeah. I'm like, really? Well, come on. Really? So I said this and we can all do this. I said, wait a minute. She's a young mom. So she's got young listeners. And I said, wait a minute. Doesn't everybody get up in the morning and go to the bathroom? Everybody has to go pee. Everybody got to go to the bathroom. You have time for that, right? How about if you go in there without your phone up there? Okay. And I want you to put your feet solid on the ground, right? And as you're releasing, we say, I release all the fear and anxiety and emotions that are not mine right now. Your feet are solid on the ground. And guess what? Mother Earth, that's her job. She'll take it.
Take it down.
And we're setting that intention, right?
I love that.
So
exactly.
Anybody can do that. And I do it every single morning.
I love that.
Thank you, Mother Earth, for this day. Please release any emotions because we pick up emotions from everybody else.
Yeah, of course.
And you could do it if you're in the office because what happens is somebody grouchy at the office and you're an empath. You're picking that energy up and then you're all, whoa, why do I feel mad? Or why do I feel sad? You're an empath. Go into the bathroom. If you can't go outside, I suggest going outside. But if you can't, when you're going pee, I release any fear and anxiety and I'm carrying. Now, to ramp it up even more, the whole key why we have fear is because we don't feel safe.
Exactly. Definitely. It's all around safety and our role is to always protect it.
Yes. So what do we do about this? Now we don't have any time and we're not going to make any time. So now when we go in to do our morning everybody
feet on the floor. I'm ready.
Feet on the floor. But this time the toilet seat is ruby red. Okay. Ruby red is the root, right? So we need that to be as big as possible because that is what holds us in safety and security. If you don't have ruby red flowing out from your body as big as you can, you're not going to feel safe. You're going to be in lack. You're going to be scared. You're going to be in scarcity. So we have to get safe so all the good stuff can come to us because remember, it's our birthright, but we can choose. So ruby red is the power of the root chakra, but it's the divine feminine. And her job is to hold us. We truly are held by her, right? The divine feminine. Now you could pick whatever divine feminine you want. Mother Mary, whatever. But the divine feminine already lives within you. So you're just activating that ruby red toilet seat and you're going to blow it out 9 feet around you. You do that and you're ready to go. Now to ramp it even up even more.
Wow. I love it.
Up here is where the crown chakra lives. Now, when people start meditating or they want to meditate, they go here and they go, okay, I start to see purple and that's the crown chakra. Now, it's violet. So what did I tell you before? The violet is transformation. And forgiveness. So you imagine, sense, feel, or just set an intention. You have that violet energy start flowing down through your head. What's it doing? It's clearing
as it comes down. Yeah.
Clearing all of that negativity. So if this is what everybody should do every day.
Every single day.
Put your feet on the ground.
Like really, if you can't take time for a few minutes to sit on the toilet and do that, you're
good. Yeah. And you could do it every time you go to the toilet. If you did that every time you went to the toilet, woo, sister, you'd be smiling. You'd be happy. You'd feel safe. And you know what? You'd be in the present moment because safety, being unsafe and fear, you're not in the present moment. You're thinking. That's it. Fear is thinking thoughts that are at a low vibration. So what I like to teach is to put your violet hat on. Put it on first thing in the morning and you keep it on. And remember, we all have guides and helpers and we all have a team of angels. And you just say, you know what? If the violet hat starts to get wonky up there, can you just replenish it? That's it. Help me keep it on there. Like when I have a conflict with somebody, I put them in violet and I put myself in violet and I ask the angels and the angel airway. I did it before you and I got on our conversation. I'll tell you how I did it.
Okay.
So Archangel Gabriel is the angel of communication.
Yes.
Very powerful angel. And so before I go on any podcast or I'm going to go speak to somebody, I call in my team and I ask Archangel Gabriel to step forward and I ask her to open up the angel airway. Isn't that cool? Open up an angel airway, sister. Come on, let's do it. So she talks to my team and because we've already had this conversation, right? We've already had this conversation.
Yeah.
So I open my angel airway and then I ask for your team, because I'm asking your team to open yours. And Gabrielle is opening it. And I say, can Nat and I have the most beautiful conversation? Can the energy come through that whoever needs to hear this podcast will get something out of it?
Exactly.
And thank you for this opportunity. And thank you for my new friend. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So right there,
I love that.
So right there, I'm opening us up to have beautifulness, right?
Yeah, it's opening up to possibilities. And like you said, once you open that, make a choice in the present moment instead of from fear or from love and really stay present, you can invite in whatever you want.
Yeah. So that's the important thing before we start meditating, going, oh, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to open my third eye. No. You gotta be grounded because what happens when you open this and you're not grounded, you're inviting things that you don't want to see or hear or feel.
Mm,
So it's important to get grounded. The grounding is number one
absolutely.
because
Yeah.
we live here on
Yes.
earth. When you go here, you're going,
Yeah, exactly. Now,
right?
that just made another question jump into my head. And this is another area that, we see it talked about all the time. Nervous system regulation. Don't even start me, right? It's all over the place. Nervous system regulation. I would love for you, because you and I obviously embody very much around grounding and nervous system regulation and healing in a way that works using the methods we use. What role do you think nervous system regulation plays in healing?
Well, so we have the vagus nervous system, right? And that
Mm-hmm.
runs the whole show. Well, when we're disconnected, like, because there's 4 bodies we're talking
Yeah.
about. This is just not one body here.
No.
There's 4 parts of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's our emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual, right? These 4
Yes.
bodies. Now, when these 4 bodies are out of alignment, that's when you get the mental fog. You can't remember anything. You've got the anxiety. You've got the overeating or undereating. You are doing the same routine every single day and you get burnout because you're sick of it.
Exactly.
Well, and then what happens is the body starts hurting, breaking down. Your body is the very first signal that you are off. But guess what we do?
Ignore it.
It's fine. I'm going to take some more Advil. I'll go to the doctor. The doctor. No. So this is what you do. Your knees are hurting. Hey, what do the knees mean? Oh, are you being over humbled? Are you people pleasing? I see so many people getting knee surgery and you look at how they treat other people and how they treat themselves. They're bending the knee, literally bending the knee with being humble. And they're not looking after themselves.
That's so funny. I'm just waiting on my knee replacement. I'm putting it off as long as I can. Oh, now I'm going to heal it. You're going to
heal it. So this is what you're going to do. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to go, when you're done with this and you're in your space of meditation, you're going to start talking to your knees. Ask your knees what they need. Ask them what the story is that's going on, because it's a story. It could be an ancient story. It could be a story from your ancestors. It could be anything. Go in and ask. But what you're going to do, you're going to put it in violet energy.
Okay.
And you're going to say this. Whatever story that you are trying to tell me right now, I forgive it and I let it go. And I love you, knees. And you keep running that violet energy and you keep repeating that, you get back to me, sister.
I will. Thank you for that. I look forward to that. It's bone on bone and has been for many years. So I look forward to some miracle energy helping them.
Then you go, I am open to receive miracles today for my knees, or whatever, how you want to say it. But let's start, instead of putting other energy in it, let's put the light in it. Let's put the love in it, right? Start loving those knees, thanking those knees. And a great way to start your day every day is to go to each toe. Thank you, toe. Thank you, toe. Thank you. And start doing your whole body. What a difference you feel when you do that. Thank you, body. Because none of us thank our feet. They hold us up all darn day.
I know. How often? And that really, I have so many people that I work with, but I know so many listeners and people that message regularly, and how many women in particular have some sort of autoimmune or chronic health condition, and how long do we ignore it until we end up rock bottom or in hospital before we actually listen. So I think that this is what a gift that you've given us to be able to do that, because there's always something underlying it.
Always. It is your body speaking to you, because it's the first signal, but we all ignore it. And another great way is and I offer that, it's free on my website. It's a 2-minute nervous system reset. So I just go through a quick breathing thing that you can do anywhere. But the thing that we have to remember is we need to start paying attention to ourselves. What am I feeling? Oops, I'm not feeling so good. I feel a little emotional, right? Honor that. That. What's happening? What needs to come forward? Hey, that weird lady's told me to put myself in violet energy. Yeah. But then
a red toilet seat.
That's right, baby. I'm telling you, it's amazing the power we have. We don't need to look outside. And everybody wants these big fix-it problems and this and that. And you got to go on retreats for 20 days and not eat and this and no. What am I feeling? What do I need? And then you say this, because we all have them, guides and angels. Fill me up with what I need. It's not your responsibility. Start asking. Nobody asks their teams. Their teams are here. They're literally sitting there with a cigarette and a martini. And they're going, when is Natalie going to ask us? When is she going to ask us for some help? And then as soon as and they're sitting there smoking, they're talking about you, they're watching you, and they're like, God, we could have helped her. We could have made it 100 times easier. Right? But as soon as you go, you know what? I need some guidance here. I need some help. What did I do for our conversation today? Help me to open up the angel airway so we can have a beautiful conversation. Now look at our conversation.
Exactly. So tell me, Mary, what do you think stops us, women in particular, actually asking for help? What's behind that?
I've been scared to death for ask for help because I always feel like I'm going to be put down and then I can feel the shame or I'm going to be embarrassed. And so I think it starts when we're really young and we were always told to be a good little girl and be quiet or do what you're told. I know that's how I grew up.
Yeah.
So I think it's really difficult. I know it's been very difficult for me because I never felt like I was smart. And I always felt like I was beneath everybody. And I always felt like I wasn't enough. So and we have this belief system that follows us from our ancestors, our mothers, right? How did your mother get treated? Was she able to speak up for herself? Was she shut down? So I think it has to do a lot of stuff and trauma and things that have happened to us where we're afraid to be rejected. That's a huge thing.
Absolutely.
We're really scared to be rejected. I'll never forget my daughter. I think she was like in her teenagers. And remember, I had a baby when I was 18. So we were like, sisters, basically. And she said to me, Mom, all you have to do is ask. All they can say is no. And I went,
oh, who taught you that?
Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
I don't think so. I'm not asking. Hell no am I asking. Because I don't want to be put in a situation where I'm going to be like, oh my God, they think I'm so stupid or any of that. So my life has changed huge. Just doing the work that I do, I have changed. I'm proud of myself. I have confidence. I'm a speaker. I'm a teacher. I'm a healer. I say that every morning.
Yeah.
Every morning while I'm sitting on the toilet seat doing my first wee. So I'm on the ruby red throne, grounded, purple-eyed, and I claim who I am. Now, how powerful is that?
Absolutely. And that, really comes back to being clear on our identity. Because as you said, these things that we take on as ours, that we are led to believe are true. I'm not enough. I have to be quiet. I have to be that good girl in the corner who doesn't speak up. All those things come into our lives at a really young age. And that shapes our identity. And if we don't do that work to challenge those beliefs and really look at healing those, what I call them identity fractures, the parts of us that fractured off for whatever reason, we need to bring them back to being whole again.
Yes. And it's very simple.
It is. I love
Very
it.
simple. You call your energy back. You go back. That's what I do. I take a client back to those times and we reclaim it. We reclaim it. We take it back because we're powerful. What are we? We're creators. We're creators of our reality. The same thing that we said. What's within, what's without, right?
Yes.
So what do you want to create? Do you want to create poverty for yourself? Do you want to create stress for yourself? Do you want to stay exactly where you are? Maybe. But we're here to create and we're here to have everything we want. And we don't want to put a label on it anymore. These beliefs that we've been told that this is how it has to be. No more. We're done with that. That's old ways. This is the new way. So let's take out that dirty old hat with shame and guilt and let's put on our new hat. Who am I? I am a speaker. I am a teacher. I am enough. That was a hard one for me.
That's a big one.
I could not say that word.
Yes.
I was floored. Somebody told me I was enough. I'm like, who do you think you are telling me I'm enough? I'm not enough. I didn't even like that word. I thought I was going to throw up to say it.
That is one of the hardest ones, isn't it? That final one, that really believing, because there's that little doubt, that little voice from deep inside and another layer that comes up that we can go, are we? And oh my God, I feel fraudulent even believing that. So there's so many layers to that, aren't there?
Yeah.
It's a classic
one. But once we get through that fraudulent layer, sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
Sky's the limit. It's that one last little thing. I just did something on YouTube about fear, and fear gets really, really loud.
It does.
Really, really loud. Right when you're ready to go to that next level.
Absolutely.
Most of us go like this. Oh my God, I'm too scared. No.
And shrink back down because it's too hard.
Too hard.
No, we don't deserve it, and all those things come back in.
Yeah, and it's not too hard.
No,
it's not. It's stepping over that threshold, that new door.
Yeah.
Like you have 3 doors. Which door? Which one are you going to choose? Are we going to choose to be here? Or am I going to be so-so? Or am I going to be great? I'm going for the great.
Absolutely. Definitely.
And I'm going for the new hat and the new girl and the girl that has confidence and the girl that has self-respect and the girl who's always connected to Mother Earth. That's the girl I'm going to be. And I put my golden crown on every single morning. Now I know I am one with heaven and heaven is one with me. I'm one with earth and earth is one with me. And if we can get into that, no more wobble, right?
I love that. You've given us so much gold in this conversation. So I know you've talked about you've written a book.
Yes. So
I would love for you to let our listeners know more about where they can find you online.
Yes. So this is the book.
Oh, beautiful. The Return to Your Soul for people who are listening on audio. We'll put the links in the show notes.
Each of them has a QR code, so you can listen to the meditation with each one. And so you can find that on Amazon, or you can visit me at my website at Mary Armendarez. And I just put a really beautiful course, and it's super reasonable because I believe that everybody needs to have it. And it's remembering who you are and getting back in connection with you. It's a beautiful course that I suggest you do all the time.
Excellent.
And I decided to start doing personalized meditations now for people. So it's all about them. We take away what needs to be taken away, and then we fill up with the new hat, the new person. And it's amazing. And it's a game changer. It's a game changer because repetition works. And once you get those tools, your life will change. You start using these simple tools every day. And my God, it's wonderful.
Fantastic. So we'll put all the links in the show notes, and I would highly recommend we all go and check that out and start doing these meditations on a regular daily basis. How amazing. So when you look back
and you think about the woman you were before all of this, whether it's the young girl, the teenage girl, the young adult, and the woman sitting here today, who have you become at that identity level?
Who have I become now, or?
Yeah, now, from where you were to where you are now.
I have become a completely different person. And now my friends and family that are around me go, oh my gosh, you have so much confidence. The way I carry myself is different. I used to carry my shoulders up to here. Not anymore. And I, yeah, and more present and more alive. And I tell you, it's the first time in my life I'm at peace. I've never been at peace ever. Even when I was told you, I was on the top of my game, I was in my ego mind. I didn't know how to allow the peace to come to me, the sensations, the feelings that we all want. We crave that. But now I recognize it. And I'm not perfect. Of course I sway, but I honor myself more. And I respect myself more, and I'm way more at peace and calm. I don't let my brain go nuts anymore. When the hamster on the wheel starts, I know how to change it now, but it takes practice.
Yeah.
And I just wish everybody would just take that moment when you start hearing that and go, whoa, 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 because you could stop it. That's how powerful we are. We can stop that monkey mind, the hamster on the wheels. So I have changed. You know what I feel like? I feel like a late bloomer.
And I love that.
And the late bloomer has found where she's supposed to be. And she's here to help thousands and thousands of people to remember, if I can do it and I can heal myself and be at calm and peace within, so can they. And it's not that hard. It's not. Society makes it too hard.
Oh, don't we complicate everything? It's about going back to the simple and the basics, because we really have everything within us, don't we? As within, so without. As without,
100%.
so within.
Yeah. So this is what I suggest. Look at your environment. Look at your friends. Look where you live. Look at your clothes. Look at your fridge. Look at all of it and go, you know what? I need more food in my fridge, right? Or my husband is really abusive, or my partner is really abusive. Is that affecting me? Is this affecting me? There's nothing wrong with change. There's no guilt and no getting a divorce, moving on, getting rid of those friends that you outgrew. They're not good for you. You are being called to move to a new way. You're evolving. That's exactly what it is. You're evolving. You were supposed to go through those. I know that's painful to say, but it's knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
Knowledge is power. So we all need to start looking at our surroundings. Is this good for me? Do I need more food? Well, maybe you start looking about, what were those dreams you wanted to do when you were a little girl, little boy?
Yeah.
What was
Reconnect to that. Yeah.
Because that is what's waiting to emerge.
Yeah. And how often do we, like we've already talked about today, we disconnect from ourselves. We forget how to have fun, to laugh. That innocent, pure little child is still there. We've just got to tap into that and help nurture that, so that little girl or little boy can grow.
It's true. And it's very easy. So the little child within us is actually the doorway to heaven, the doorway to your soul, the doorway to your intuition. And if you're brave enough, it's in the book too. You get a picture of yourself as a child and you look. Most people are going to cry because they've forgotten that little child that was joyful, happy, maybe sad.
Exactly.
So you go in and you talk to that little child, and that's you asking, what do I need? What am I feeling? You are asking that little child inside you.
Yeah.
So you say, I'm the parent now, and I'm here for you. And whatever that child needs, maybe it needs a hug. You hug. You just go inside, hug yourself and see yourself hugging that little child of you. It's a game changer. It's a game changer.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And I always like to finish each episode asking my guest, and this would be a perfect time to do that, I think, because you've just touched on it. What do you think your younger self would think of what you've achieved, who you are now, what you're doing?
Oh, I love that so much. So my younger self always wanted to be a teacher. She always wanted to be a park ranger.
Okay.
Yeah. And she didn't have a voice. She was very big, like had a huge heart. Everybody wanted her. I was like loved all the time, but I was loving, but I didn't know how to love myself.
Right.
So little Mary it makes me want to cry because little Mary is so proud of who Big Mary has turned out to be. And that I did survive all the crap that's happened to me. I mean, we haven't even got into that. We could have a whole nother conversation on survival and trauma in,
Maybe we do another episode with Mary around, the trauma and survival part. Because we went to another whole area today, but it was about taking it where it naturally felt like it should go.
That's right.
So we might do a part 2 soon.
And so the little Mary is so proud of Big Mary. Little Mary has seen Mary grow in confidence and purpose.
Yes. So important.
I never felt like I had a purpose, right? Or where I belonged. And now it's like, she's looking up and she's going, you go, you're right where you're supposed to be. And it's just the beginning. And I know it's just the beginning because I'm ready to make a movement now. I really want to get out there and I want to make a movement and I want to change how we think in a simple matter, not these complex things. I love Gaia TV, but their stuff sometimes is so complicated. You're like, huh? You're like, how do I do that?
And I think so much is complicated and complex in the world. It really is about simplifying it, just making life easier.
Exactly. So we can be happy.
Exactly.
We can have everything we want and need, right?
I love that. Well, thank you so much for coming on today and sharing your wisdom and a bit of your story, and we'll definitely catch up again to come back, I think, about part 2.
Absolutely. I loved it. I love speaking with you. You are a beautiful, bright being, and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So well done to you.
Thank you. And I'm going to be doing it on my ruby red toilet seat every morning now.
That makes me happy.
I love it. Purple hat, red toilet seat, releasing every morning.
That's right, baby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for spending this time with me on Growing Tall Poppies. My hope is that today's episode has offered you something more than insight, that it's helped you feel a little more connected to who you are now, a little more trusting of your body, and a little more permission to stand tall without shrinking or forcing yourself forward. Post-traumatic growth isn't about fixing yourself or returning to who you once were. It's about understanding how you adapted, honouring your nervous system, and gently choosing what no longer needs to come with you. New episodes of Growing Tall Poppies are released weekly, every Tuesday, and I'd love for you to continue walking this path with us as we explore identity after adversity, integrity and visibility wounds, nervous system wisdom, and what it truly means to grow forward, grounded, aligned, and embodied. If this episode resonated, I invite you to subscribe, follow, share it with someone that you feel might need it, or simply take a quiet moment to reflect on what's ready to move forward for you. You can also find me on Instagram at Dr. Nat Green, on Facebook at Dr. Natalie Green, or over on YouTube at Dr. Nat Green. And remember, you don't need to rush, and you don't need to hide anymore. Stay connected, stay true, and keep standing tall like the tall poppy you are. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.